Nobody's really talking to poor people. But I talked to them for years and years on end. I've been them, I've lived with them, and I'm telling you, it's a different picture out there. Employment for women with children is no guarantee they'll be able to bootstrap their way out of it. What it does achieve occasionally is temporary respite from the insidious welfare monster that probes and pokes them, that defiles and degrades them and commits them to an indeterminate sentence of hell and red tape. For most, poverty is just an ugly survival struggle. For some, it's an early death. Children who die of lead paint poisoning, who die of failure to thrive, pneumonia, charred to death in fire traps they were forced to call home. A study done in the state of Maine showed that poor children die of fire at 12 times the rate of non-poor children in this country, at 8 times the rate of disease. The blood-curdling reality is that poverty is the #1 killer of children in this United States. And until we deal with the tragedy of those quiet, private, almost secret deaths, and the agony of the mothers who often can't even afford to bury them, we'll never sort out the proper course. One Christmas not long ago, a welfare mother I knew returned home from the hospital with an infant who had had pneumonia. The apartment had no heat, no hot water, no electricity. She put the child in bed with her other 2 children that night in the hope of keeping them warm. In the morning, 2 of her children woke up next to a dead baby. We have ceased to feel with our hearts and in our guts. And as a result, we don't know how to think with our heads anymore. The Greeks had a saying, there will be no justice in Athens until the uninjured parties are as indignant as the injured parties.